ready.
First and third quarter got us, put us behind it. We had a great second quarter, but we got to be more consistent, obviously, from start to finish. And we had some guys step up and play very, very well. TJ was amazing in the first half and real gritty in the second half. And I like the way Chris Duarte played tonight. We got hard playing guys, really hung in at the end too. So, the fight was there. We just the slow start hurt us.
Okay, we'll go with Zoom. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function. Can you guys hear me? Dustin, go ahead. You're on mute.
Rick, obviously, as you expected, they put a lot of their focus on Tyrese. Just what did you see that was different? How did you think he handled all of the attention? Obviously, didn't take a ton of shots. Just what was your kind of overall feel of how he handled everything they tried to throw at him? Yeah,
they paid a lot of attention to him. They did some double teaming. They had Butler guarding him, a lot of the night. He's a great individual defender. They're just paying the guy ultimate respect, putting their best defender on him. And when that happens, we've got to strike more balance. We really did some very good things to do that. I mean, Buddy had a night. Miles had 21. Drew had 10, and TJ had a big night off the bench. And it just ultimately wasn't enough. But the game was it got away from us in the first quarter because we allowed them to make a bunch of threes, and then we did a much better job down the stretch, in the second, third, and fourth of limiting the threes and making them, grind for more difficult shots. But, in the end, the free throw line got us again. They went there a bunch of times. I think they only missed one on the night. They missed 39 free throws, and, we got there 28 times, but it's a 10 free throw difference, and, it's a 5-point game. So, playing without fouling is another thing we got to continue to stress and work on.
Dustin, go ahead.
Yeah, just another one. Obviously, Ben only played 13 minutes tonight. Was there anything about the matchup you didn't like, anything about what he did on the floor you didn't like, or just what led you to not use him very much, particularly in the second half?
It's just coach's decision. Other guys were going good. So, that's it.
Dustin, do you have another one, or are you good?
Scott, Scotty can go.
Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, Rick, what would you blame for the first 15 minutes of that second half? I think you guys just managed 20 points. What offensively just wasn't clicking for you guys?
I'd have to look at the game again and really give you a detailed answer. We had a really good finish to the half, and so they came out with a lot more force to begin the second half. And, it was just, I think we made 3 difficult shots to start off the third quarter. And it was just it was a quarter where, our shot quality wasn't great. And again, they got to the free throw line and were able to score the free throw line and then set their defense. So, those were the major factors. I got to look at it to give you, detailed answers on that. But generally, that's where I think it was.
Scott, do you have another one?
No, I can pass.
Okay. Tony, go ahead.
Rick, Miami's done well against Tyrese twice this season now, but in general, as a team, when he's getting that much defensive attention, what do you feel like you have to do differently with the rest of the guys to kind of keep the offense flowing?
Well, we've just got to get into our early movement stuff and get the ball moving. It did stick tonight at times. There were times we over-dribbled and dribbled into crowds, and those are things we got to avoid. I mean, some of it is guys trying to, trying to be aggressive, trying to get going. And so, we got a young team that's got to learn about patience and discipline and to trust the pass. And, I thought we did a lot of good things. But, as I said, the free throw line and the early threes were a big problem. But we did a lot of other good things. And again, I liked the way a lot of our guys played. Chris, after missing the game, had a good practice Monday, and I thought he looked good tonight, and he helped us out there. So, that's it.
Dustin, do you have one more?
Yeah, real quick. Obviously, Jalen was rolled out at halftime with a non-COVID illness. Just wanted to see what was up with there. Is that something that just developed during the course of the game? Was he sick going into? What was kind of his situation?
He wasn't sick going into it. I heard in the first half that he was not feeling well, and so he went to the back. And the Heat doctors looked at him, and he was ruled out. So I'm sure we'll have more details, Friday on it, but it's to my knowledge it's a non-COVID illness. We obviously hope it's not serious, and hope he'll be ready for Friday.
Tonight you guys got off to a slow start. What was the key in getting back into the game?
Just energy. Our second unit did a really good job starting that second quarter the right way, getting us back in the game. Made some energy plays, just not enough down the stretch, and they responded well to a tough game we had right before Christmas. So. We just got to, pick up on the next one.
You guys got back in the game in the first half. You guys didn't have any turnovers, and then second half, turnovers sort of mounted. Was that something that you think was a difference in the game?
Yeah, they're a good defensive team. They got a lot of different guys who can do different things defensively. So they were turning over, missing shots. I don't want to take away anything from what they did tonight, but I think it was more on us and our shot selection, our offensive ball movement, turn the ball over, but kudos to them. They did a hell of a job.
With all the things that you've done this year, and you had 43 in this building the last time, are you finding them defending you a little bit differently?
Yeah. That's just the evolution of the game of basketball, evolution of my career and the season and seeing different coverages and things like that. But I got to be better. So, kudos to them. Jimmy did a really good job. They had a lot of different guys contribute to guard me defensively. But, yeah, I got to be better.
All right, looking ahead to Friday night, you've got Phoenix in town. What's that matchup like for you?
I think it's exciting. It's exciting to get to go against another all-time point guard in CP and a great team who played in the finals a couple of years ago. So just looking forward to the competition and getting after it again.
Really pleased with how you played tonight after coming back from the ankle injury. How'd the ankle feel tonight?
It's feeling better. It's feeling a lot better. Like I said before, some days I wake up feeling good, and then the next day I wake up feeling sore. So I'm just listening to my body, and going with the flow.
This was one of those games you guys got behind, you got the lead, you got behind, and you nearly came back. What's it take to get over the hump on the road?
It's hard. It's not easy. We just got to stick together, keep playing our game, keep moving the ball, keep playing for each other. Just how we play. That's our game. When we get in that situation, when we go, ISO, it doesn't work for us. So we just got to stick with the plan, and keep working together.
You've got a home game on Friday night. You got the Phoenix Suns in town. What will it take to get that win?
Playing hard, playing together, and just go out there and give the first punch.